Hello. Fee Jamieson-Folland with seemingly a best-kept secret for brain boosting. So boosting our brain function. And it's a really curious one because this one is directly linked to the fact, and here's the biggest clue, that 85% of our brains as humans are made up of this substance that we need to make sure we've got plenty of, and that is seemingly this best-kept secret. And we're often looking for ways to boost our brain, and for the most part, this is the number one reason for many people that their short-term memory is a little bit fuzzy, that they end up with poor concentration, even headaches, ability to do arithmetic, and simply being able to focus, as well as that productivity of the brain, and being able to deal with wee problems as they come, or challenges as they pop up. So in other words, being able to think clearly on a moment by moment basis and deal with life. And so I've given it away there. When I say 85%, that must be something very common, right? And well, it's water. And we all know how important it is to be drinking water. The classic thing is by the time that we get to feel thirsty, then it's a little bit too late. We're actually pretty dehydrated. And the other thing that we sometimes miss is that we might be feeling that we're hungry, and in fact we're actually thirsty, so we need to have a good drink of water. And so maybe that's a good one for you to trial next time. You think, oh, I'm hungry for a bit of a snack. Now this is not actually mealtime, yes, I'm hungry. This is a snacky kind of, oh, I need something. It's usually that we're thirsty, so have a big glass of water and see how, trial it for yourself. This is something that I've noticed when I have a big glass of water, I'm actually not hungry for that snack after all. So, and the research is now showing this. There's a direct correlation between how much water we're drinking, and this is plain water. This is good quality, plain filtered water. This is not cups of tea or coffee or fizzy drinks. It can be fizzy water, so long as there's not something added to it. And it can actually be a good thing if it's a mineralized fizzy water that's plain with nothing added, especially on hot days, or if you've been exercising a lot or you've been in an air con. And bear in mind that if you've had a lot of sweet or salty food, that is another reason to actually increase how much water we're drinking. Ideally 1.5 to 2 litres, not so you can treat your body like some kind of plumbing system and flush it. I don't mean that way. Listening to the body, listening to our body and responding. That usually most people's challenge is not that they're drinking too much water. I think you probably agree. And a really useful handy hint for those of you who haven't yet trialed it, for many of my clients it works great. For those who are needing to be mindful of how much water they're drinking, is to measure it out at the beginning of the day or the day before if that morning's going to be busy, and see it there on the side in the kitchen, maybe in bottles that you can then take with you, or I can then take with me in the car, in my bag. I'm often out and about. It's every reason we can keep hydrating, and it's so important that we do. We keep bottles in the car. Make sure you change those every day, so there's not just water sitting, especially if it's in a non-BPA container sitting in the car, especially in heat. So the research is now showing that it makes an impact on our brain function when we are fully hydrated, and we're properly hydrated. So it's not that the jury's out, the jury's decided on it. It's up to us, though, whether we choose to make it a part of our lives that we can benefit from. And when it comes to benefiting from our brain function being as good as it can be, this is what's coming up in October, is Reboot Your Body, and this incorporates brain function. It's designed to help with that as being one part of our whole body. We don't separate out our head from the rest of our body. It's very much part. So if you want to find out more about that, heads up before everyone else, personal message me. And I'll be delighted to share with you about the Reboot Your Body program that's coming out very soon. I'm very excited about it. So, see you on Alive with Fee this week. Always love it, having you to myself. And have a fabulous week. Ciao for now.